Hi, Kaushik. Good evening, Kaushik. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Am I audible? Clear
Yes,
enough?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, Kaushik. We'll wait for a few minutes, then we will start, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Kaushik, can you uh, view the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, Kaushik. Kaushik, no one joined. We'll wait for 3 more minutes, then we will start. Okay? Kaushik, can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Kaushik, we will start. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, reproduction in human beings. Humans, the only mode of reproduction available for humans is
Sexual.
sexual mode. Okay, no other modes are present in humans. Okay, sexual mode only is present. And we know, as we discussed yesterday, there are three phases in reproduction. What are the three phases in reproduction? Juvenile phase. Remember?
Yes.
Do you remember?
Sir. Was written
Juvenile phase,
reproductive and aging phase.
reproductive phase, senescent or aging phase. Okay, and very important thing. And then events of reproduction also, again, pre-fertilization, fertilization, and post-fertilization events. Okay,
Yes.
and gametogenesis, as we know, spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Of course, fertilization, the type of fertilization is internal fertilization, and then the development is also internal. Okay, so these are all the stages which we should know. Okay, fine. So we will discuss each and everything in detail. Okay, and more. First, they are discussing about the changes. Okay, our body changes as we become older, and example, some are given here, like there is change in height, there will be change in weight, and internally you can see we lose the old tooth and we get new tooth. Okay, means milk tooth is lost and we get permanent tooth. So that's one kind of thing. Similarly, like that in bodily, they are actually bodily changes. Okay, comes under the general processes of growth. Okay, fine. Size of the body increases, everything. Now, in sexual reproduction, okay, in sexual reproduction, what kind of changes we need to understand? Okay, there are some changes are common in both in boys and girls. Okay, they are called what? Sexual characters. Okay, primary sexual characters and secondary sexual characters. What are called primary sexual characters?
Primary.
What are called primary sexual character?
The common changes between the both.
Okay, see, primary in the sense, um, just a minute. Okay, primary in the sense like the normal anatomy of your reproductive system. Okay, normal anatomy of your reproductive system. Anatomy of reproductive system. Of course, morphology, anatomy and morphology of reproductive system means you should have morphology even in your like even when you are in your mother's womb, they after seventh week, okay, after seventh week of gestation, the baby starts developing into either male or female from seventh week, after seventh week, okay, male or female, okay, male or female,
Sir,
okay, the sex
sir,
differentiation occurs. Hello,
sir, I'm not able to see your screen.
oh my god, just a minute. Now or already from the beginning?
No, just now, sir. Yes.
Can you see now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, there are primary sexual characters in the sense the primary sex differentiation occurs from the seventh week of gestation. When you are in mother's womb, from the seventh week, you start developing into male or female. Okay, or female actually, male or female. So your internal structure and external structure should properly develop. Internally, the sex organs and externally, the sex organs should develop. That's why we study here like male reproductive system, female reproductive system. Okay, can you see the components of male reproductive system? This is the female reproductive system. Okay, and then this is the male reproductive system. So the development of these organs should start when? From the seventh week of gestation. Okay, when you are in mother's womb, right? Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the primary sexual characters. And what are the secondary sexual character? Secondary sexual character. See, secondary sexual character means when you reach your puberty. Okay, when you reach your puberty, look at the important changes common in both boys and girls. Okay, common, very common in both girls and boys. Like thick hair growing in new parts of the body, such as armpits and genital area between the thighs. Okay, and then thinner hair appear on legs and arms. Okay, and face. Can you understand? Means
Yes.
thick hair and thin hair on different parts of the body on both boys and girls. Okay, fine. And then skin becomes oily and we begin to develop pimples. Okay, skin becomes oily, we begin to develop pimples. And also we begin conscious about, aware of our own bodies, okay, and those of others. Can you understand? So these are all the changes common for both boys and girls. Secondary sexual characters common for both boys and girls. Can you understand? Secondary sexual characters, which is common for both boys and girls. And now, secondary sexual characters which are common between, means which are specific for different between boys and girls. Okay, characters which are different between boys and girls. In girls first. Okay, in girls, breast size increase, darkening of the skin of the nipples and tips of the breast, thick hair growth on face, means they are menstruation. See, menstruation. Okay, what are the important thing? Breast size increase, darkening of the skin of nipples at the tip of breast, and then menstruation. They are the secondary sexual characters in women, okay, in girls. And now, secondary sexual characters in boys. Okay, in boys. Like thick hair growth on face, and then voice begin to crack, and erection of penis. Okay, enlargement and erection of penis, and daydreams or night dreams. Okay, so they are the secondary sexual characters in boys. Can you understand? In boys. Is it clear?
Yes.
So common secondary sexual characters in both boys and girls you should know. Secondary sexual characters in boys you should know, and secondary sexual characters changes in girls you should know. Okay, fine. And they are not all of sudden occur. They take place. All these changes take place slowly over period of months and years. Okay, fine. And so, what process? Where it ends? What is puberty? Okay, as the rate of general body growth begins and slow down, and reproductive tissues begins to mature. So all together, all these processes finish with what? From juvenile phase. Okay, with all the processes from juvenile phase, we reach a phase called what? Reproductive phase. Okay, that period from juvenile phase to, from juvenile phase, okay, juvenile phase, series of changes which we discussed now. Okay, the changes which we discussed now, and then to reproductive phase. And they are called what? These processes are called what? Puberty. The changes which results in what? Puberty. Can you understand? So all the changes makes us to transform from juvenile phase to puberty phase. It's a reproductive. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
Are you there, Kaushik? Listening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, Kaushik. So now, pre-fertilization events, apart from the changes after puberty. Okay. After puberty, what are the processes will occur? What are the process after puberty? Gametogenesis. Okay, in humans, gametogenesis should occur. After puberty, gametogenesis should occur. What are the two types of gametogenesis? The gamete cell, germ cell formation, gametogenesis. In male, it is
Sperm.
spermatogenesis.
Females produces egg or ovum.
Oogenesis. In female, it is oogenesis. So two processes should occur. Okay, gametogenesis and oogenesis. Okay, and then fusion of these germ cells. Germ cell production, fertilization, and then it should result in development. Okay, what are the events in humans? After puberty, gametogenesis should occur, fertilization should occur, and then development should occur. Can you understand? In animals, in all organisms. Okay?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you understand?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, do you know there are different types of fertilization in animals? What are the two types of fertilization? What are the two types of fertilization? Generally in animals, internal fertilization and
External fertilization.
external fertilization. Examples: humans internal fertilization, frog external fertilization. Okay, in humans internally fertilization should occur. In humans internal, but in frog in water external only the fertilization can occur. Okay,
Okay.
fine. And the development also, in humans it is internal, in mother's body. For a long period we stay in mother's body, like in mammals. Okay, but in frogs and all, outside the body. External development, internal fertilization, internal development, external fertilization, external development. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
so to understand the process in detail in humans, let's study the system, how the reproductive system works and what are the components of reproductive system. Okay, we will discuss about male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Okay, there are 4 components in male reproductive system. What are they? First is testes. Okay, first one is what? The first component is what? Testes. Second component is actually,
Scrotum.
what are the second component?
Scrotum.
Yeah, the ducts. We
Duct.
call it as what? The vas deferens, the accessory ducts. Second component are what? The ducts. You can say ducts. Accessory ducts. Like the vas deferens, epididymis, vas efferentia, all these things. Okay. Second components, ducts. What are the third component? Glands. Okay. What are the third components? Glands. Okay. Ducts, glands. And then finally, what is the last component? External genitalia. Okay. Finally, we have what? External genitalia. Okay, external genitalia. Okay, what are the 4 components? You tell me.
Testes, vas deferens, glands, external genital.
Okay, fine. Actually, ducts are the second component, and then third glands, and then fourth external genitalia. Okay. Now we will discuss about all these components one by one. Okay, fine. Now, how many testes are there in humans? Pair. Testes exist in what?
Fats.
Pair. Testes in what? Exist in pair. And then surrounded by what? Scrotum for refrigeration purpose. Okay, the body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Testis is outside the body. Okay, it is outside the abdominal cavity. So spermatogenesis can occur only below 35 degrees Celsius. So that's why testis is located outside the body and surrounded by the tissue called what? Scrotum. Okay, is it
Yes,
clear? First about the testis, and coming to the role of testis. Hormones, secretions of hormone testosterone. That's the main function of the testis, plus formation of sperm cells. Can you understand? And then
Yes.
changes which we discussed, appearance seen in body at the time of puberty. Okay, they are the functions of testis.
Yes.
Okay, like
Yes.
what are the functions? Secretion of hormones,
Secretion of hormones,
testosterone, formation
production
of
of
sperm cells, and then changes seen in the body in the puberty. Okay, fine. That's the function of testis. And now ducts. Okay, the second one is actually ducts. Look at here. Actually, speaking about the ducts, this part here, at least two you should know. This part is actually called what? Epididymis. Okay, this part is actually called what? Testis, and then retotestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens. Sometimes they may ask the lineage, so please note down. Testis leads to retotestis, and then vas efferens, and then epididymis, and then epididymis, and then vas deferens, and then urethra. See, this is the passage of sperm cell from testis to external genitalia. Okay, and the duct part or all these things. Okay, sometimes they may ask retotestis, vas efferens to epididymis, and then vas efferens, and then through urethra ejected out. Urethra is the common passage for what? Both urine and for seminal fluid, urogenital system. You can see the urethra here. Okay, which is common for urine as well as seminal fluid. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the function of the tube? That sort of function in a passage of.
That's
Okay, passage of seminal fluid. Okay, ducts are for what? Passage of seminal fluid, sperm cell and the fluid. Third component is actually glands. Okay, there are three types of glands present. Seminal vesicle. Okay, seminal vesicle, and then prostate gland. Okay, prostate gland, and also one more gland is not mentioned here, which is called what? Bulbo urethral gland. What gland it is? Bulbo urethral gland. Together, prostate gland, seminal vesicle, and then bulbo urethral gland. Okay, they are the glands. They secrete what? Fluid called seminal fluid. Okay, together the glands secrete seminal fluid. Seminal fluid. Okay.
Yes.
Can you understand? Seminal fluid consists of what? Water plus nutrients, minerals, etc. Fructose, all these things. Now, the last one, external genitalia. Okay, finally, the external genitalia. External genitalia, you can see the penis.
Penis.
Okay, inside that urethra, and then you can have the foreskin. Okay, foreskin, and then this is called what? The tip of the penis is called what? Glans penis. Okay, it is called what? Glans penis. The tip of the smooth tissue. Okay, fine. So, which is having erectile property. So, what is the function of penis?
So it transfers the sperm
Yeah,
into the vagina.
insemination, introduction of semen sample into female reproductive tract. Okay, so that's about male reproductive system, the components and their functions. Okay, fine. Now, female reproductive system. Okay, can you understand, Kaushik? Are you
Yes, sir.
following?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, female reproductive system. Okay. There are 4 components in male reproductive system. Similarly, like that, in female reproductive system also. What is the first component in female reproductive system?
Ovaries.
The gonad, called pair of ovaries. Okay, you can see the ovaries are the first important component. Okay, it exists in pair. Okay, ovary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Second component, first component is ovary. Second component what?
Oviduct.
Oviduct. Okay, like on the duct, here also oviduct called fallopian tube. Oviduct is the second component called fallopian tube. Okay, and third component called what?
Uterus.
Uterus. Third component called uterus. Okay, and then fourth component you can say
Cervix.
cervix, and then fifth component
Vagina.
vagina. Okay, 5 components. And what is the sixth component? Of course, external genitalia. They have external genitalia. Sixth one. Even one more component is there. What is it? The seventh component you can say for female. Mammary glands. For what? For what? Pa? We are mammals. So mammary glands. For what? Nourishment of the baby. Okay, for what? Nourishment, milk production. Okay, mammary glands for what?
Nourishment of baby.
Yeah, nourishment of the baby. Okay, now one by one we will see. So now tell me, what are the 7 components? You can say 7 components in female
Ovaries,
reproductive system.
ovaries, oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina, external genitalia, mammary glands.
Okay, very good. Okay, the different 7 components. Now, one by one, what is the function of ovary?
Sir, it secretes the female sex hormones and it produces egg cells.
Very good.
And,
Okay, what is the name of the hormone in female? Ovary produces
estrogen and progesterone.
Progesterone and estrogen. Okay, the sex hormones for female sexual characters. Okay, female sexual characters. Okay, fine, good. What is the function of oviduct or fallopian tube?
Sir, it carries the egg from the ovary to the uterus.
Yeah.
And it is the place for fertilization.
Yeah, very good. Spot
And,
for fertilization. Okay, that's the main thing.
They open their
Very
tube
good.
to the uterus.
Yeah, very good. What is the function of ovary? Means uterus?
Uterus, it helps in the growth and the development of fetus.
Very good. Growth and development. There are 3 layers in the uterus. What are the 3 layers?
3 layers.
3 layers of uterus. Inner endometrium. Okay. Inner wall is endometrium. You can say inner endometrium.
Myometrium.
Yeah. Middle myometrium and outer
Perimetrium.
perimetrium. Okay. Endometrium for placenta formation and development of the baby. Myometrium can contract. Perimetrium surrounding the protection. Okay. Fine. What is the function of cervix?
So it opens the way for to into the vagina.
Yeah, it acts as a cap. Cervix is a
Yeah.
cap-like structure. Okay, means prevent substances to come out of uterus, as well as allows only selective substances to pass in. Okay, only selective substances to pass in. Can you understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's about cervix. Vagina?
So it receives the sperms from the male.
Yeah, it
Male
receives
partner.
seminal fluid.
And it serves
Okay,
as a birth
and
canal.
then
It
only
serves.
sperm cells can pass through. Okay, fine. Very good. Copulatory organ, vagina. Okay, fine. External genitalia. What is external genitalia?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are tissue
Vulva.
fold called what? There are tissue fold, labia majora, labia minora. They are the tissue folds which are present in the external genitalia. Okay,
Yes.
labia majora, labia minora, the tissue folds. Fine. Now, another one important organ also is there. What is it? In female, which is called what?
Mammary.
Actually, clitoris. Okay, what is the next important organelle actually? Clitoris. Okay, clitoris is also, you can say, that's the 7th one, and you can say mammary gland is the 8th one. Okay, so clitoris, one tissue flap which helps in sexual arousal in women. Okay, sexual arousal in women. See, in humans, listen, clitoris only develops into penis in male. Okay, clitoris in female, but it will not develop, but it has that small erection property, and then clitoris only will develop into penis in male. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, when the girl is born, okay, see, listen about the spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Differences in spermatogenesis and oogenesis. In women, very important thing you should know is when the girl is born, ovaries already contain thousands of immature eggs. Okay, and on reaching puberty, only few starts maturing. Okay, only one egg is produced every month, either of the ovary. Okay, listen, maybe in the womb, mother's womb, for a girl baby யோட embryoல, when the ovary formed, there are, okay, for example, just for example, I'm telling, 4 million cells will form. 4 million egg cells. Okay, 4 million cells. okay, in womb. And if the baby is born at birth, you can say even, what you can say, okay, at birth, only 40,000 cells, from 4 million to 40,000 cells. Even see 40 million, you can say 4 million cells at birth. Are you listening, Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
At birth, only 4 million cells, and then at puberty, 40,000 cells, and puberty when it starts, at the age of 13, maximum 35 years. So 13 years into 12 legs, so around roughly, you can say,
So, but in
15 years.
females it
See?
starts 10 to 11 weeks.
Yeah, that's what, Pa. Listen, maximum they have 35 years of cycle. How many years?
Okay.
35 years. Okay, how many years? 35 years. How many egg cells should be produced? 12 in a year. So 420 approximately. Yes or no? How many cells can be produced? Just 400. Maybe if they are conceived, no menstrual cycle. So finally, only 400 cells, egg cells can be formed. 400 cells only mature. Can you understand?
Yes,
Look
sir.
at the statistics. 40 million cells at womb, 4 million cells at birth, 40,000 cells at puberty, only 400 cells mature. In that 400, maybe one 4, 2, and nowadays live birth, very few, less than 10, around 10 only, live birth, babies will be formed. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
So 40 million, 4 million, 40,000, 400 means slowly the egg cell count reduces from the development till the menopause. Okay, so that's the main thing we should know about the female. Okay, reproductive system and the production of egg. Okay, fine. Now, the egg after production from the ovary reaches the womb by oviduct called fallopian tube, as you know, the function of fallopian tube. Okay, there are two fallopian tube, like leads to uterus. Uterus is a bag-like structure, and uterus opens into vagina and through cervix. Okay, that's what we studied. The components, different components, they'll be numbered, right? They'll be numbered. That's what is given here. Okay, fine. And now, the sperm enters through the vaginal passage during intercourse. They travel through, they should travel upward to reach the oviduct. There only fertilization can occur. After fertilization, egg develop into zygote and zygote develop into embryo. Embryo, what is implantation? Attachment of embryo into the uterus.
Attachment of uterus.
Yeah, uterus. That is called implantation. And then growth continues, organ develops, and then fetus. Before birth, the baby is called fetus. Okay, and finally, like the baby after the development, it will born. It is born as a child. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
So every month, the uterus prepares the ovary. Means uterus prepares itself. Okay, for this process, the function is development. All these processes are called what? Development. So uterus every month in every menstrual cycle, uterus prepares itself. Okay, fine. And now what is called the placenta?
Sir,
The embryo nutrition. Like, see, listen, from the mother to the growing embryo, the food reaches through a tissue called what? Special tissue called what? Placenta. Okay, placenta. Okay, fine. And then the placenta will contain what? Villi. Okay, on the embryo side of the tissue. Thus, mother provided spaces for blood, nutrients, etc. Okay, they may ask how the baby is nourished, the fetus is nourished inside the mother's womb. You should highlight on this. Okay, you should highlight on this.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Fine. And then the developing embryo. Finally, like the embryo will develop. See what is called amniotic fluid. What is called amniotic fluid?
Amniotic.
Amniotic fluid.
Okay.
See,
So,
Kaushik.
so the fluid that is it surrounded the baby, sir.
Yeah. The uterus, inside that the baby is there. Okay. Here the fluid. What forms the amniotic fluid? Almost 800 ml. Amniotic fluid final volume will be what? 800 ml. Okay. So what makes this amniotic fluid? Mother's blood. Okay. Mother's blood plus fetus waste. Urine. You can say urine. Okay. Fetus waste. Together forms amniotic fluid. That is good for the fetus actually. Means for the nourishment. Because mother's blood provides all the nutrients. Okay, mother's blood provides all the nutrients to the fetus. Can you understand?
Yes, sir.
The developing embryo means that amniotic fluid provides what? Large surface area for glucose and oxygen to pass through from mother to embryo. Okay, and of course the waste, placenta water function. This is actually the placenta water function. Okay, keep that in mind. See, from this 50 paragraph, they may ask many questions like how means how uterus supports the development of the fetus or question, and then what is placenta? What is the function of placenta? Placenta and its function, and then what is amniotic fluid? Okay, and what makes amniotic fluid? So like that, many questions can be asked from this particular paragraph. Okay, so please read the paragraph very carefully. Okay, fine. So gestation period. What is gestation period? 9 months, almost 40 weeks. Okay, 40 weeks, 38 to 40 weeks. The baby is there in mother's womb. Okay, it is divided into 3 trimesters. Week up to 12, 1 to 12, you can say 3 trimesters, or you can say 1 to 12. Okay, 1 to 12 months, 12 weeks, 1 to 12 weeks, and then 12 to 24 weeks, and then 24 to till birth. So 3 trimester. Okay, they call it as trimester, gestation period, 1 to 12 weeks, 12 to 24 weeks, 24 to birth. Okay, 3 trimester. Slowly the development process. Actually, in your higher class, you will be studying all the events in detail. Okay, fine. And finally, something called what? Fetus ejection reflex. Okay, means rhythmic contraction. See, listen, the rhythmic contraction of uterus results in what?
The childbirth.
Baby delivery. Okay, delivery. Delivery. The technical term for delivery is parturition. What is it?
Parturition.
Parturition. Also called what? Then finally, till the baby develops, what is the final process? Lactation. What is lactation? Milk production, and the child is nourished by mother's milk. Milk production, and the child is nourished by mother's milk. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, Kaushik?
Yes, sir.
So that's about the human reproduction in humans. So it is good for you to know the processes in order. Okay?
Okay.
In order, we can list the processes. How it can be listed in order? Okay, I'll find the space and then I will write it here. Lost. Okay, events in reproduction. Okay, events in reproduction. You can see the processes, steps. You can say processes in human reproduction. Just the processes alone, Kaushik.
Okay.
First one, what is it?
Gametogenesis.
Genesis. Second one,
Yeah.
insemination. Okay, by coitus, insemination. Third one, fertilization.
Patient.
Fourth one,
Okay.
implantation.
And
Fifth one,
gestation of placenta.
placenta formation. Okay, fifth one. And then sixth one,
Gestation.
one, two, yeah, three, 4, and 5. Gestation, you
Gestation.
you can say like organogenesis. Like sixth one, organogenesis. Okay, and then seventh one, of course, fetus development. And then eighth one,
Patch.
parturition. And ninth one, lactation. Okay, so like that, in stepwise, you can list the processes. Okay, now you know what are the processes. And of
Yes.
course, the whole processes after fertilization, 3 trimester. As you know, 1 to 24 week. Sorry, first how do they differentiate? Week 1 to, just a minute. Listen, week 1 to 12, embryogenesis. Okay, first trimester. And then 12 to 24 weeks, organogenesis. Okay, and then 24 weeks to birth, till birth. That is fetus development. Okay,
Okay.
3
Sir,
trimesters. Yes,
what is organogenesis?
what is
Organogenesis. Genesis.
pre-lab?
Organogenesis.
Organogenesis. Yeah. Organs, like all the body organs will form. Okay, heart, liver, kidney, bone, brain. Can you understand? That is called what? Organogenesis. Organ formation, internal and external organ formation. Okay. And fetus in the sense with all the organ, development in size should occur. Okay, development in size should occur. Okay, can you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fetus with all the organs. So that's about 3 trimesters. Okay, 3 trimesters in humans. Okay,
Yes.
can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So very important thing. The human reproduction processes in human reproduction. Okay. After what?
Okay.
Yes. Yes, tell me.
Nothing, sir. I just told you.
Yeah. Okay. So only reproductive health is remaining. That we will discuss in the next class. Reproductive health. Okay. That's very simple portion. I think you can study, but still, for 5-10 minutes, we can revise that.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can after that we can go to heredity chapter revision. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So any doubt?
No, sir.
Hari, Kaushik, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, pa. Then thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.